Hey guys, Natalie Cutler-Welsh here, coming at you from Auckland, New Zealand. And let's talk about one of my favorite things, which is Diamond Club. So I'm going to do a screen share with you guys. And I've made some tips that I can share with you guys from my 2 times that I've done Diamond Club. So let's get into it. So as you noticed from my accent, I am a Canadian Kiwi, which means I am actually of Kiwi heritage, but I was born in Canada. I lead my Diamond team here in New Zealand, which is so much fun. I've got 3 kids, a couple of other businesses, etc. Busy mom, just like you, busy, but you have prioritized Diamond Club, or at least you're thinking about it. And so I'd love to give you guys a little window into my experience and share some tips with you. So in my first year of doing Diamond Club, I was a silver, and I actually dropped out in the 4th month. And when I say dropped out, I mean I got kicked out because I did not fulfill the criteria. And that is one of the things about Diamond Club. Like, it's actually hard, like it's a challenge, but it's fair. And fair enough, I actually didn't have the commitment and the staying power, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But it definitely helped me grow my business for sure and raise the bar on what I thought was possible and doable. In my 2nd year of doing Diamond Club, and during my 2nd year, I was actually sponsoring 2 people on my team as well. I did a double rank advance, yay, from gold to platinum and then to diamond. So that was huge. And so I want to share with you guys as much as I can. So here's the topic for today. Make sure that you qualify. The planning starts now. Okay, so a big part of Diamond Club is having your ducks in a row as such, and making sure that you've got really good foundation in your tree, in your team, to support you, not only qualifying for Diamond Club, but obviously finishing Diamond Club. And so this is really important. The planning stage will set you up to not only make sure that you can do it, but that you actually do it and do it well and grow your team in the process and get to the end. So what do you need to do? I think a big part of making this work for you is connecting to your why and your goal. Now, I've intentionally said connect rather than know, right? So you want to know your why, yes, and you want to know your goal, true. But I'm saying you want to connect with your why and your goal. So you really want to feel like, why am I doing this? What is the bigger picture all about? How is this going to change my lifestyle, where I'm at, me and my family, but also how am I going to change the impact and really broaden the impact that I can have through doTERRA, through Diamond Club, through my team. So I really want to invite you to connect with your why and your goal. Right? So your goal might be, you know what, I just want to finish Diamond Club. Or your goal might be, I'm going in as a new premier and I really want to come out really solid, or ideally rank advance to silver, right? Maybe that's your goal, is like a rank advance to silver. So maybe you're going in as a platinum and you really want to solidify platinum and possibly rank advance to diamond. So it's not all about rank advance and it's not all about ranks at all, but it's really important that you know your actual goal and what you're trying to achieve. And you're going to want to come back to this because, you know, on those hard nights when you're driving in the dark and you're lost or whatever after running an oils class, it's really important that you are really well connected to your why and your goals, so you've got staying power. So you can hear my kids in the background, which is awesome. Okay, so the next thing is you want to know and meet the criteria. So there is very specific criteria to make sure that you can even qualify, like put your hat in the ring for doing Diamond Club. And so I'm going to rock you through it right now, step by step. So here we go. So you need to be the rank of premier by the end of December 2018 in order to qualify. This is part of it. There's more coming. So you need to be premier by the end, which means on your tree you are pink, right? Pink is for premier. And what does premier mean? You've got an overall volume, that's the OV, of 5,000 PV on your tree, okay? And within that, you need to have 2 executive legs, right? Each of those is 2,000 volume or higher, because the OV is 5,000, but you need to have 2 executive legs of 2,000 each, minimum, point value, that belong to you, meaning you are the enroller of both of those executives. Cool? So that's premier. That'll make you premier. But wait, there's more. Okay, so know and meet the criteria. You need to secure at least 1 and no more than 3 sponsors from your upline. So what that means is right on your tree, whoever enrolled you, and whoever enrolled them, for example, would be 3 people that are possibly happy to sponsor you. What does that even mean? It means they're happy to fund some of your Diamond Club budget, some of the dollars that you get back for some of your out of area travel, etc. Okay, so you want to secure at least 1 and no more than 3 sponsors from your upline, which basically means going to your upline and saying, hey, I'm really focused on doing Diamond Club in 2019. I would be so honored. I would love it if you could sponsor me. And you would say that to those 3 people. But you need to get 1 yes in order to qualify, ideally 3, but 1 to 3 sponsors. Also, you need to personally enroll at least 3 new wellness advocates or wholesale customers with 100-point orders during December, right? So obviously, you've got to Premier, that's awesome. But during December, you need to personally enroll 3 people. It doesn't matter if they're a WA or a WC, and they need to do an order of 100 points in that initial enrollment order in order to count as one of your 3. Why do we do this? Because during Diamond Club, with the criteria of enrollments you're trying to meet, they only count really if there are 100 PV orders. So we want to get you in the habit of enrolling people with 100 PV, right? And usually that's a kit, or maybe it's more of a pick and mix order, but it needs to be 100 PV minimum in order to count as one of your 3. Cool, and then I put a little picture there. So whether they go on to loyalty rewards, that would be awesome, or whether this is just for them at the moment, a first-time order, it doesn't matter, but it needs to be 100-point value in order to count as one of your 3. So here's another one. So you need to also nominate 1 sponsor. Out, please, bud. You need to nominate 1 sponsor who's willing to mentor and support you. Right? So you don't want just people to go, here's some, I'm going to help pay for it. You actually want someone who's agreeing to kind of hold your hand on the journey, not physically be there with you, but to mentor you, to support you, to be a sounding board, to help you stay on track and motivated. If you feel a little bit disheartened, I guarantee you will at some point during Diamond Club feel disheartened. That is part of the journey. It's very much like the doTERRA business journey. But there are so many amazing reasons to do it and to stay with it for sure. So you also want this 1 person to obviously financially support you. So there's mentoring, there's support, but also financial support for you. So nominate at least 1 person who's willing to do that. Right, okay, I already said that one, Premier. So the next step I think that's really important is to get your team on board. What do I mean by that? I mean, make sure your team knows what Diamond Club is and that they see the opportunity and the potential, not just for you, but for them as well, for them to grow their team, for them to tap into the fact that you're tiki touring around the country and you're willing to come and run classes for them, or maybe even some of their builders as well. So really, really get your team on board. Make sure that they know what Diamond Club is all about. Don't just assume that they understand what it is and how it can actually benefit their business as well as yours. I think probably for me, you guys remember I said I dropped out or whatever and got kicked out in the 4th month of my first time doing Diamond Club. I feel like part of that was the fact that I didn't really have the foundation in my business. Yes, I was a silver, that's true. But I think most of my volume was in Auckland, in Auckland where I live. And I didn't really have strong leaders with 100 points that they were doing in the other areas quite so much. And that was definitely part of it. So I wasn't very strategic about that. And I wasn't really at a strong stage in my business. Whereas the second time around, I had so many more people up and down the country, and I could really tap into that. I also did a better job of getting my team on board and for them to make the most of the fact that I was doing Diamond Club. So really get your team on board. Have at least 10 wellness advocates in your organization who place 100 points LRP orders in December. Okay, so this is again part of the criteria. You need to make sure that you've got 10 wellness advocates in your organization who are placing 100-point orders on the loyalty rewards program during the month of December. Okay, so this is part of your criteria. And also, so you want to be looking at your tree, knowing who's placing these orders, and then what you're doing is you want to be getting them on board, knowing that you're lining yourself up to doing Diamond Club, and you'll probably be traveling down and doing some classes for them as well. You also need to have 5 of these wellness advocates located in your out of area, right? So we've got within your local area, wherever you live, and then the out of area is 100K, 100 kilometers traveling away. And so we call that your OOA, your out of area. So you need to have at least 5 of those 10 need to be located out of your area. They do not need to be your personal enrollments, but they need to be within your organization. Cool. So guys, there's a lot of criteria that I'm talking about here. What we'll do is make sure that we include the link so that you can go to the PDF and you can actually just go through, literally print it off and tick and make sure you've got all your ducks in a row, everything lined up so that you actually qualify and meet that criteria. So back to what I was saying about getting your team on board. This is a photo of a couple of my leaders on my team, but specifically here Melissa, who's pregnant in this photo. So she was amazing. When I did Diamond Club in 2018, she really made the most of it. So she was able to grow her team, I'm pretty sure, from executive to premier while I was doing Diamond Club, because she was like, hey Nat, I'll host a class for you. So I think she hosted probably 3 or 4 classes that I attended, plus other classes that she attended. So what can often happen is as you up your game, your builders also up their game, right? So maybe they're normally used to doing only 1 class a month. Well, there were some classes where I was doing some months where I was doing 15 classes and consults, right? And so for them going, oh my gosh, I normally do 1, I'm going to do 5. So that's a big step for them. So what will happen is you'll find trickle down happening within your team, where basically the bar gets raised, not only with what you're doing, but with what is possible and what is normal and what is hard work actually look like, and what does opportunity look like. So Melissa was amazing. She lined up these classes. I would breeze in. She would have all the oils, everything ready. And I could contribute, educate some of the people, tell a few stories. Of course, I could offer the Diamond Club bonuses on the spot. And together we were like a dream team. It was really, really good. I had another builder as well who did the same thing. Kat Coluccio, she did a great job at being ready and maximizing, she's probably a maximizer, the opportunity of the fact that I was willing and able and ready to travel around and do these classes, okay? So what I'm saying is get your team on board, make sure that they know what Diamond Club is, they know what it's all about, and that they know that you're ready, willing, and able to come and run classes or co-host classes with them. Because obviously if you're there with your energy and your knowledge, and not only that, you're there with your bonus incentive oils that you can offer because you're doing Diamond Club, it's a total win-win. So make sure that they know that. All right, here's the wrap up. Get your team on board. So here's the total wrap up of how to make sure that you know the criteria and that the planning starts now, okay? Here's the overall. Connect with your why and your goal, right? That's crucial. Connect with your why and your goal. Know what the criteria is and make sure that you meet it. Get your team on board. And remember, planning is the key, not only for meeting the criteria to actually qualify for Diamond Club, but for the whole Diamond Club process. You're going to be wanting to do your planning in December and January, really, in January and February. So even just now, getting yourself planning ahead, that's going to set you up for a really strong foundation for you to be successful and enjoy Diamond Club. And also a bit of resilience helps as well. There you go. So there's my summary wrap up for how you guys can make sure that you know the criteria. The planning starts now. Hope that helps. Looking forward to doing Q&A with you guys and answering any questions that you have. More than happy to help you and cheer you on during your Diamond Club journey. See ya.